Right now, new developments in the trial against a state agent, the one accused of shooting Quadron Wilson nearly a year ago in Madison.
Plus, hear from a local family as they take a heartbreaking trip overseas to bring a loved one's body back home.
And later, a recent crime spree targeting Ulta beauty shops in Wisconsin. Hear from a woman who saw it happen right in front of her. Coming up. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. State law enforcement agents shot Quadron Wilson in an arrest almost a year ago now, but the felony case against one of the officers drags on today.
In court this morning, we heard for the first time from DCI agent Mark Wagner's defense attorney, who says this shouldn't be a criminal case. Naomi Coles has the story.
It all comes down to a split second of time. Wagner says he believes he heard a gunshot milliseconds before he fired the only shot he remembers firing at Quadron Wilson. Now, we do know, however, that 2 bullets were missing from Mark Wagner's gun. We aren't much closer to learning what caused that noise or who fired that gunshot, but it is this moment that the defense says Wagner was justified because he believed he had been fired at. The state prosecution says because we know Wilson didn't have a gun and shoot them, it's impossible that Wagner used deadly force as a last resort.
And I even asked the detective on the stand, isn't it true that a police officer can use force and can use deadly force in a situation? Everything was yes with regard to it. So the state has failed, obviously, to say that a felony was committed by Mark Wagner.
The only rounds fired were from law enforcement into the vehicle. He says he fired once. He fired after being fired upon. We know that not to be true.
Now, this comes after this case has been delayed or rescheduled several times, with Wagner's defense asking not just to dismiss the case, but to have the district attorney's office recuse themselves from the case and have a special prosecutor appointed. Now, the judge also denied a request to dismiss that case, both at the beginning and at the end of the proceedings today. This case now most likely heads to trial unless they strike a plea deal. More details online right now at channel3000.com. For now, in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
New at 6, the Department of Natural Resources is now helping clean up a massive butter spill after a fire at a dairy plant in Portage earlier this week. This fire happened at Associated Milk Producers, Inc. on Tuesday. Absorbent booms have been deployed in a nearby canal to contain the discharged material. So far, environmental impacts are minimal, but the DNR says the investigation is ongoing.
Next, taking a look over Madison tonight. Some off and on snow flurries today, but not really having much impact on road conditions out there. And tomorrow, we may even see some sunshine. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast. Here's Julian Seawright. Julian?
That's right, Eric. The best part about any snow that we saw is that it wasn't impactful on the travel for today. And we are still holding on to a little bit of flakes, but that system is continuing to slowly move its way east, which is going to be out of Dane County within the next hour. So as we go ahead and take a look at just how much snow we've seen, well, we had a couple of light snow showers over the last 24 hours, but any accumulation was mainly north of Dane County. We haven't seen a whole lot of it around areas south of Madison. So it's been trace amounts, decorative snow, and not very impactful for us, which is good news as we close in the rest of the week. Now, taking a look at the time ahead, well, temperatures themselves, as of right now, 33 degrees, but we're slowly going to continue to fall over the next 4 to 6 hours. We're going to be into those lower 30s, just below freezing once we hit midnight. But take note, it will still be cloudy, but we're not going to be looking at much in terms of snowfall. Now, tonight, we are looking at temperatures to fall to around the mid-20s, and any flurries will be ending early this evening. Outside of it, it's going to be cloudy, but it's not going to be cloudy for too long. As we take a look at tonight's for southern Wisconsin itself, 29 degrees for Janesville, 22 for Platteville. The colder air is mainly going to be to the west and northwest, where they're going to be in the teens. Now, we'll talk about when we can see that sunshine in just a few moments. Till then, back to you guys.
Thank you, Julian. Next at 6, one family in Sauk Prairie is about to embark on a heartbreaking mission. After a climbing trip in Argentina claimed their daughter's life, the circumstances have forced them to make different plans to bring their daughter home.
And our Catherine Merck spoke with Cassie Doolittle's parents about their daughter's legacy and what you can do to support this family.
The grieving Doolittle family is preparing for a trip they never thought they would have to make.
as a family, we have together, just the 5 of us, have gone on a lot of really great family adventures. We go camping and we go skiing, and so we feel a little bit like we are embarking on a family adventure because, in a way, Cassie is involved in it too.
On Friday, they're flying to Argentina to get their daughter Cassie after a hiking accident took her life. Her body could not be recovered due to unforgiving terrain and too few rescue volunteers.
In our initial research, all we know is it was going to be very expensive. So we...
How do you put a price on that?
Yeah.
You know?
A GoFundMe has been created to help these parents hire a team to recover her remains and transport her to a funeral home.
We were going to just go to whatever degree it took to make sure she got home.
Before these parents leave for their flights, they're remembering who their daughter was as a person.
When she chose to do something, she did it, and she did it to as good as anyone could.
She was an advocate, an artist, a strong-minded woman, somebody to really admire, was not afraid to take on a challenge.
It's the support from their community that'll be held close to them during this final trip together.
It's maybe our last family adventure with her.
The support from the community makes this possible. It gives us hope that we can keep her legacy going.
A link to the GoFundMe is available right now on our website at channel3000.com. Reporting in Sauk Prairie, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
The Doolittles say if they aren't able to retrieve their daughter's body through the GoFundMe, they will create a scholarship or some other type of way to remember their daughter with that money. And developing tonight, authorities in Grant County have recruited state investigators to help find a man who has been missing since early last month. 34-year-old Ronald Henry was last seen at a friend's home outside Platteville December 4th. In an update today, officials with the Grant County Sheriff's Office said they are now working with the Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation to conduct interviews and assist in that search.
Representatives for Ulta Beauty say social media may be to blame for a recent rash of thefts and shoplifting incidents at its stores. Reporter Taylor Lumpkin spoke to a witness who caught one of the acts on camera in Brookfield.
It's a crime trending across the country. And now it's happening right here in southeast Wisconsin. In just 1 week, 3 Ulta Beauty stores have been targeted in shoplifting schemes at 3 different locations: Mount Pleasant, Brookfield, and most recently, Menominee Falls.
It's disheartening to know, crime like this is just happening in stores where we shop every day.
Last week, Molly Schultz was shopping inside this Ulta Beauty store in Brookfield when she saw an entire theft unfold before her eyes.
I was actually about to be on my way out the door when I saw 2 people walk in, masked up, just kind of looked like they were up to something. The next thing, they are pulling out bags, just wiping house of the perfume on all of the shelves.
She pulled out her phone and captured this video before suspects ran out the door.
I stuck around and gave a report to the police, sent the video to the manager and the officer that was there. The manager, when it went down, she had said that the Mount Pleasant store had gotten hit earlier.
In a statement, Ulta's vice president of public relations said, quote, "As our store footprint and brand awareness has grown, Ulta Beauty has increasingly become a target for these criminals, and that the, quote, always on nature of social media makes these crimes that much more visible."
I definitely think social media has a negative influence on things like this. I literally the day before was on TikTok and I had seen an Ulta getting robbed. People post it and see someone else do it and then think, oh, they got away with it, so now I can go do it.
Police haven't arrested anyone. Ulta Beauty reps say their loss and prevention team is working closely with law enforcement and other retailers to, quote, close many complex cases and bring criminals to justice.
That was Taylor Lumpkin reporting. The National Retail Federation says retail theft has become a nearly $100 billion problem for stores nationwide.
This week, the Food and Drug Administration made abortion pills available to more pharmacies and for mail order, but that new access doesn't extend to Wisconsin right now, according to representatives of Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin. That's because it's still not clear whether or not the state's 1849 abortion ban is enforceable. Even if the ban is repealed or not enforced, other existing laws would serve as roadblocks to getting the medication.
Wisconsin state statutes would have do in fact prohibit the use of telemedicine for medication abortion, as well as the use of like brick and mortar pharmacies or mail order pharmacies.
The pill mifepristone is used for miscarriage management, but Planned Parenthood says any doctor who tries to prescribe it for abortion runs the risk of being prosecuted. We'll have more on the decision's impact in Wisconsin, or lack thereof, tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Still to come tonight, a $15 million lottery ticket sold in Wisconsin this week.
Plus, we will check out the headline performers for this weekend's annual Joey's Song benefit concert at the Sylvie.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And if you haven't tried Plexiderm, we've created the best offer yet with our New Year's Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. Even the 11 lines between your eyes are visibly gone in minutes. Plexiderm works so well that celebrities in Hollywood and people just like you feel years younger in minutes. This is why I'm letting people try it for only $14.95 this New Year at plexidermtrial.com.
So I've had under-eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking. It works. When I do a collage and everything is done, it looks amazing. That is exactly how Plexiderm makes me feel. I put it on my face, and somehow, some way, I look together, which is amazing. I'm Jackie, and I took the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge, and so should you.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there, like the bags are gone.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale rock. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags and wrinkles in minutes. This New Year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. So if under-eye bags make you look tired or feel older, take action this New Year and see that younger-looking you. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. It turns out it is lucky to live in Luck, Wisconsin. A $15.1 million Megabucks winning ticket was sold at Wayne's Food Plus on Butternut Avenue. Now, this was not the jackpot prize, so that's still available. Players have 180 days from the draw date to claim their winnings. For those who don't know, Luck is located up in Polk County. That's in northwestern Wisconsin. Next tonight, comedian Charlie Behrens and Wisconsin native Butch Vig of the band Garbage are taking the stage to raise funds to fight against epilepsy this weekend. This Saturday will be the 9th annual Joey's Song Foundation benefit being held this year at the Sylvie.
Having Joey's Song here, I think, is kind of extra special. Because when I look out in the audience, I'm probably going to know at least half the people there, which is pretty cool.
If you're going to tailgate, I mean, this is not a Brewers tailgate, okay, where you're like, oh, I'll get in the middle of the second inning. No, okay, 7 o'clock. Let's rock and roll. You still tailgate, but start at like 3, okay?
As you heard from Charlie Behrens there, the event starts at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Joey's Song Foundation was established back in 2010 in memory of Joey, who suffered from a rare form of epilepsy known as Dravet syndrome.
More local news now. A pair of dental clinics merging to become one today, and the reason behind it? Love. There was a ceremonial ribbon cutting this morning at the New Verona Family Dental on Main Street. The owners, Matt Hostalter and his wife, Kelsey Patton, both had their own practices, but just recently decided to combine them into one. It's a brand new building, complete with brand new equipment and a modern design.
We're trying to make it, we really want it to feel homey so that people are relaxed when they're here. We're not stuffy people, and so we want people to feel that friendly, comfortable atmosphere when they're here.
Currently, the finishing touches are being done on the building, with the company's first day of business planned for Monday, January 9th. There is more to come tonight. A look at the unusual retirement gift sent to former Badger J.J. Watt.
Plus, if you fly Delta, well, you may soon be able to access free Wi-Fi on board. And then we'll check in with Julian Seawright. He'll have our first warn forecast as we inch closer to the weekend. That's coming up next.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Cold winter weather's here, so why feel it inside your own home and in your wallet? USA Insulation's premium injection foam fills every crevice of your walls, even going over your existing inferior insulation. Our foam gives you high-tech comfort and saves you money on utility bills year-round. So stop bundling up and start building savings. Call now and get up to a 30% tax credit and low monthly payments.
USA Insulation. Steinhaffel's New Year's sale is happening right now. Save 35 to 50% store-wide. Plus, get incredible bonus buys like a queen mattress just $2.99. This sofa only $7.99. A 5-piece dining set now just $11.99. This queen storage bed for $17.59. And when you use Steinhaffel's 72-month financing, your new furniture is even more affordable. So shop Steinhaffel's New Year's sale in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Canulti, inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me May 2nd through the 12th as we tour Scotland and Northern Ireland. This trip is rich with history, exploring places like the Edinburgh Castle and the Titanic Belfast Museum. We'll also enjoy the gorgeous scenery and friendly people of these two unique countries. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, for more information.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now, the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The Justice Department releasing updated figures on a sprawling criminal investigation into the January 6th Capitol breach ahead of tomorrow's 2-year anniversary. The DOJ announced more than 950 defendants have been arrested for their alleged participation. Law enforcement officials are still looking for about 350 people the department believes were involved. And to mark that occasion, President Biden will be handing out several medals. He will be honoring 12 individuals with the Presidential Citizens Medal, who the president says showed courage and selflessness around the events of the Capitol riot. Honorees include law enforcement officers injured that day, as well as poll workers who rejected efforts to overturn the 2020 election results.
Russia's President Vladimir Putin is ordering a temporary ceasefire to the war in Ukraine for Orthodox Christmas. On its part, Ukraine is rejecting Russia's ceasefire order. An advisor to President Volodymyr Zelensky's office says Moscow must leave any territory that it occupies before any temporary truce. Next tonight, some consumer news. If you are a member of Delta Airlines' free Sky Miles loyalty program, you will soon get in-flight Wi-Fi for free. The airline says it will have Wi-Fi on most of its domestic flights beginning February 1st. Non-Sky Miles passengers will have to pay $5 for it. Wide-body international and smaller regional jets will be coming online by the end of 2024.
We reported a couple weeks ago former Badger great J.J. Watt would be retiring for the NFL after this season. And today we're getting an inside look at what the process has been like for him. In a message on social media this morning, Watt posted this photo saying he's been sent a lot of fan mail over the years, but nothing quite like this. It is a stuffed Badger. Watt played 2 seasons, of course, with the Badgers, was drafted 11th overall by Houston in the 2011 NFL Draft. Time now for your complete, certified, most accurate forecast. Julian Seawright rejoins us. Julian?
Well, we're still dealing with a little bit of flurries, but nothing that you need to get the shovel out for or even a snowblower. Some light snow has really just stuck around throughout the course of our Thursday, but as we continue heading into Friday, well, dry conditions are on the way. We're going to see that high pressure, which is just in Nebraska, start to move its way into the upper Midwest, granting us some sunshine and some quiet weather as the low pressure system continues to track just across Lake Michigan. As of right now, this is where the snow is, starting to fizzle out on the eastern side of Dane County, pushing itself towards Jefferson County as of right now, and even for our friends in Rock County. We're not looking for it to be any more widespread or any more rounds of snowfall. If anything, some light flurries, but overall, again, it's not nothing that we have to have a headache about or even need to get the shovel for. Now, taking a look at how we stacked so far, we've had quite a bit of snow events over the last few weeks since especially December has started. Since December 1st, 15.8 inches of snowfall has fallen for us, and we are also looking at around average for this time of year to be around 13.5, which means we've actually seen a bit of a surplus in terms of snowfall, which is great because over the last year, well, we haven't gotten a lot of snow in our last winter season. So hopefully we can keep up that trend, but we are looking for dry temperature or dry conditions over the next few days. Now, temperatures themselves are going to be around 24 degrees, hitting in our low for us here in Madison. Cloud cover is going to stick around. Areas to the northwest will be into the teens. This is where the colder air is going to settle. Now, as we take a look at tomorrow, though, sunshine is going to rule much of southern Wisconsin, especially once we get into the afternoon. Lower 30s looks to be our high for tomorrow, but if you're looking to plan out the weekend, again, not going to have to worry about snowfall for us. We're looking at plenty of sunshine for Saturday. On top of it, around 33 degrees. For Sunday, a couple of clouds will start to build, but overall, around 34 degrees. It's going to be a nice January weekend for us here in southern Wisconsin. Walking through the rest of tonight's temperatures will start to slide into those lower 20s once we get into the overnight hours, but it's going to be rather quiet. Cloud cover will stick around as we're waking up tomorrow. Temperatures themselves will still be into the 20s as well. Once we get into lunchtime, sunshine will finally start to ease its way into our skies. We're looking for the cloud cover to start to break, but it's going to linger just north of the Dells. But we're looking at plenty of clear skies heading into our Friday evening. It's going to make our commute rather smooth for us here in southern Wisconsin. Now, as we go into the overnight hours, temperatures will be colder, looking at single digits for our friends north of the Dells into the northwest. But for us, we're going to be into the teens as we gear into our Saturday. We're looking for those temperatures, once again, to get close to the middle 30s. Here's our 3 things we'll need to know. Tonight's going to be cloudy, but sunshine will return once we get into our Friday afternoon. Then we're looking at temperatures to be slightly above average over the next few days as well. Typically, our average is around 28 degrees, but we're looking at 30s and even around 38 degrees by the time we get into our Monday. But we are watching, this is your first warn, next week we do have a system that could potentially bring us some more snow.
And coming up in sports, if Tyler Wall can't play on Saturday, it's looking like Carter Gilmore will get the starting nod, while his team says he's more than ready. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's the Hy-Vee Mega Meat Sale this Friday through Sunday. Thick cut pork chops, 4 for just $5. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Round Roast, just $2.99 a pound. And Hy-Vee Bacon, only $2.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
The Home Expo is coming to the Monona Terrace Convention Center this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Meet the Madison area's top builders, remodelers, and home improvement experts. At the Home Expo, see the best in custom remodeling, room additions, roofing, and flooring. At the Home Expo, kitchens, bathrooms, windows, doors. If it can improve your home, you'll find it at the Home Expo. The Home Expo at the Monona Terrace Convention Center, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
Save big money in your next project now at Menards. Start a bathroom renovation with a U-Tile shower kit. They look and feel like tile and can be installed easily in just one day. Save big money on Max U-Tile shower kits. Complete the look with Shaw vinyl plank flooring. Choose the look of tile or wood. It's also waterproof and easy to install, making it the perfect choice for your bathroom. Save big money on Shaw flooring now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife, Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
This holiday season at the Century House. Give $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Don't miss the Hy-Vee Mega Meat Sale this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, just $2.88 a pound. Fresh chicken breasts, just $1.68 a pound. And fresh Berlasso Atlantic salmon portions, only $3.98. Only at Hy-Vee.
New data shows more people are moving to Madison. Tomorrow morning, we'll have the main reasons they're now calling the capital city their home.
And it looks like we finally have some sunshine in our forecast tomorrow. Join us tomorrow morning between 4:30 and 7.
Played just 9 minutes in Tuesday's win over Minnesota, and after the game, Greg Gard said he didn't know about a timetable on his senior forward's injured ankle. The bad news, Wisconsin plays in 2 days. The good news, Carter Gilmore is ready to step up. Offensively, he might not bring what Tyler Wall does, but the junior forward is willing to do whatever he can to help the team.
Whether it's doing the small things, getting rebounds, he plays great defense, even though he's a little smaller. But I think Carter's done a great job, and like you said, he might have to step in, maybe even start this game. So I think he'll be more than ready.
I'm just going to do what I've done the whole season, do whatever I can do to help the team win. And if that's starting or coming off the bench, I'm going to play the best of my ability and give the team whatever I can to help us win. But definitely cool to maybe start. But again, we're hoping Tyler can get back and our team can be at full strength.
We already know what's at stake Sunday night at Lambeau. If the Packers win, they're in, but it's not going to be as easy as it sounds. These aren't the same old Lions. This team has been on a roll, winning 7 of their last 9, jump-started by their home win over the Pack. So these brand-new Lions definitely have the attention of the Packers.
You know, our game kind of maybe galvanized them to turn it back in the right direction, and they've been playing really good football, as good as just about anybody in the league the last 9 weeks.
A lot of us are surprised on the growth that organization has made this year, and have a lot of, obviously, respect for them, especially over the past, the second half of the season. We know that we can't take them lightly. They obviously are playing for a lot as well.
The saying goes, to be the best, you have to beat the best. And the best wrestling team in the country is coming to the Fieldhouse tomorrow for the Badgers' Big Ten opener. In case you're not familiar, that would be #1 Penn State, a ranking they usually have, but that's perfectly fine with Chris Bono because he knows his team is ready to let it rip.
They're the machine right now, right? They're winning year in and year out. They've got multiple national champions on their team, multiple #1 ranked guys on their team. But I like it, right? If you're gonna beat the #1 team in the country, it's usually gonna come in your place. And our guys believe. We've got guys that believe they can win. And you know, you may never get a chance to wrestle the #1 team in the country. So we're gonna go out there and let it fly.
There's somebody here that's a fan of that.
Yeah, I think they
ranking.
could take down the Nittany Lions. What do you say, Julian?
I don't know about that one. We're pretty well known to be a wrestling team.
Penn State alone.
We are. But as we take a look at the 10-day forecast, well, good news is sunshine finally returns, especially as we get into our Friday afternoon. Smooth sailing until we get to close to next weekend. We're looking at another snow system.
Yeah, congrats on that Rose Bowl, too. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.